Introductie. Nightfall. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm Robin. I hope you enjoyed our previous episodes, Worst Nightmare and Choices. Nightfall was an episode that entered production in 2006. It was intended to be our pilot episode. For the most part, Nightfall was recorded in 2006 and early 2007. The production quality has improved a lot since we started. Come on, guys. The overall quality might not match up with what you can expect from us from watching our latest episodes. Nevertheless, the cast and crew hope you will enjoy this episode.
Captain's log, stardate 66251.2. An unknown enemy has been haunting the dark hinterlands for almost 7 years. They have recently become more active.
Alexander, matron, so nice to hear from you again.
Yes, it has been a while. How are things on Eternita?
Well, quite wonderful, actually. You wouldn't recognize it anymore. It's almost as paradise it used to be 7 years ago, before we were attacked.
Well, that is exactly what we wanted to talk to you about, Mr. President. The ships responsible for the attack on your world have been appearing more frequently over the last few months.
Have you been able to find out anything more about these invaders?
Not much. It seems they just appear out of nowhere and disappear again after they attack one of our ships.
I see.
Well, their ships are powered with trikenetron energy. Now that we know about it, we upgrade our system to scan for trikenetron radiation.
Trikenetron?
In the 23rd century, some Federation scientists were researching an alternative for the warp technology we still use today.
I take it they weren't very successful.
That's right. Trikenetron propulsion damages subspace beyond repair.
Well, I hope you catch them with those upgraded scanners of yours. When do you expect them to be ready?
Very soon.
Diana, may I join you?
Yes, of course, Doctor. How was your week?
You would be amazed with what's coming through that door in sickbay. After all those years I have served on this starship, I have seen some very bizarre things. But what I saw just a few days ago...
Oh no, you're not going to spoil my appetite in that one.
It's nothing about that. Do you remember the bowling on this ship?
Of course I do. What about him?
Well, he was a bit purple when he came. I think it was some kind of allergic reaction.
Also thrilled about our vacation?
Absolutely. The captain hasn't made up his mind about where he wants to take us though. And I surely hope we're going to stay to the end of our vacation.
I don't really care. Anything to get away from that warp core for a while. But you're right when you say the situation is very tense.
It's seems that Starfleet is slowly losing its grip on things. I've done some research. Over the past 5 years, less than 40% of the officers have had uninterrupted shore leave.
Oh, I'm sure we're gonna have an uninterrupted vacation, Alan.
I know what you mean. The Batavia is just a science vessel. It can't be missed. Anyway, I've heard that Captain Richardson is willing to take us to Santenta 3. I've also heard that the women there are very, very... Never mind.
Rich, great to see you again.
Same here. How are you doing?
Fine. And you?
Oh, couldn't be better, but I can't seem to make up my mind about something.
What's that?
I want to go on a trip in a few days, but I don't know if I should visit an old friend or go somewhere else where I've never been before.
Is that a trick question? Because I know how much you enjoy exploring new things. That's the thing with old friends. They'll always be there. You can visit them anytime. Just go where your heart takes you. New frontiers, new worlds. Remember that, my friend.
Thanks, Alan. What would I do without you?
Be miserable and blue. Speaking of miserable, you look a bit worried, Rich.
Oh, it's the whole situation. That's why I've decided to go away for a while.
Yeah, you really should. And you also look like you could use a good game of planets.
Some other time. It's getting late.
It's a pretty night, isn't it? It's so very interesting. In places like this, everything disappears into the darkness of the night. You should go home before it's too dark to see anything. Or just bring your flashlight this time.
I think you're right.
Computer, end program.
Excuse me, I don't believe we've met.
No, we wouldn't have. I'm Lieutenant Fowler. You must be Ayanna Preck, Chief Engineer?
Looks like you've done your own work. Welcome aboard, Lieutenant. What brings you here?
I was just running some supplies from the Charybdis sector, and then they tell me I've got a tour of duty here, something to do with a new warp boosting project.
Ah, so you're the one they sent to head up my warp acceleration team. After our last refit 7 years ago, we've managed to double the engine efficiency.
Yeah, this doesn't look like your usual Nova engine.
Are you going to comment how it looks like the Intrepid class? Everyone else does.
My first assignment was actually on the Intrepid.
Lieutenant, I've heard you had a brilliant plan.
Well, oh yeah, we're calling it Warp Turbo.
Warp Turbo? Are you serious?
I wanted to call it the Hyperdrive.
I see.
I was going to try it on the Intrepid, but I never got the chance to try it out.
How does it work?
Well, it's like an old automobile turbocharger, but instead of compressing air, we're compressing the warp plasma going into the nacelle with the waste plasma as it comes out, which accelerates the whole process, allowing far more power to go into the warp field.
Ah, like some warp plasma accelerator. Yes, we could also reach higher speeds using that technique.
Yeah, I'm just about to run some tests.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Just like home.
Ensign, I need you to run a diagnostic on the atmospheric thrusters. The captain might be planning to take the Batavia down for a landing.
The security report, Captain.
Ah, wonderful.
Have you decided where we're going?
Where we're going? I think we first need to get those scanners to... you mean our vacation?
You haven't forgotten, have you? I mean, there isn't much to do on the ship when it comes to recreational activities.
Of course I haven't. The crew could use some much-needed R&R.
True, but you still haven't told me where we're going.
I'm not sure yet. You'll find out soon enough.
Looking forward to it, Captain.
And, did he tell you?
He said he still hasn't made up his mind.
Well, you're the chief of security, right?
Uh-huh.
Can't you check out his logs? For security reasons, of course.
An internal investigation.
Yeah.
I can hear you, you know.
Well, we're not the only ones who want to know where we're going.
But you're forgetting rule number 1.
Rule number 1?
Don't mess with the captain.
Captain's log, stardate 66251.5. Following the advice from our Vulcan friend Talek, we are now on our way to Cententa 3 for some recreational activities.
Listen, you went away for a while this year. I never had a chance to ask you what you've been doing.
Well, you know we rendezvoused with the USS Thunderchild, right?
The Akir class vessel.
Yeah, she was on her way to respond to a distress call coming from a small Federation colony. They asked me to assist the crew in finding a cure for a terrible disease which had struck the colony.
I've heard about that, but I can't remember which colony it was.
The one on the edge of Federation space. It's in the cultist system.
Ah, yes. Did you eventually find a cure for the disease?
Well, we did, but not in time. Though I'm glad we saved as many as we could, half of them didn't survive.
Was the colony still able to function with such a loss of manpower?
Unfortunately, it wasn't. We took them all back to Earth, where I visited some friends. Almost every day I was there, I walked in a park. It looks just like this one. But I just can't get that picture out of my head. All those people lying on those beds, dying, dead. The thing is, afterwards we discovered that the virus was artificially created.
Who do such a terrible thing?
I really don't know.
Captain, I'm thinking about leaving the Batavia.
Leaving? As much as I would hate to see you go, I do understand. This ship is too small for you. You need excitement, adventure.
Exactly. Although the Batavia is only a scout ship, it has been through a lot. A whole lot. I guess I'm just looking for something new.
I wouldn't be the only one who would hate to see you go, but I don't want to stand in your way either. Just don't forget to visit us from time to time, especially when you have your own ship.
Of course, Captain. You've been like a family to me. And you've been like a mentor.
That's what being a captain is all about, isn't it? I must say you've changed a lot over the years.
I guess it was a little rough around the edges.
A little? By the way, how was your tennis match with the old man? Did you win?
Not exactly. I think he cheated.
Let me guess. You started to doubt his fair play right after it started to rain on your side of the field?
Something like that.
So, I heard you served Captain Breeze, right?
That's right.
Well, I can't believe you left the ship of that size.
You're not an engineer. I just got tired of all the battles that I got involved in. You know, trying to keep the ship in one piece, and the bridge crew were having a little bit of target practice.
Oh, that's why you wanted to find a smaller science vessel.
Yeah, well, looks like I picked the wrong one there.
Well, maybe not. I don't think the Batavia would have survived without such an experienced engineer.
Shut it, I'm not that good.
Well, if you say so. Well, anyway, were you around when the Breeze made contact with the vaccine?
I think. I remember, yeah. Can't say that I'm happy that I've met those people, though.
No?
They are actually living on a heavily polluted planet. They smell like Romulan fish.
Well, I did some research on them, and I've discovered that their propulsion system is quite similar to tripenetron propulsion systems.
I think you're right. The Vaxxi propulsion system is based on exactly the same principle. That's it, Fina. If we can find a weakness in the enemy's Vaxxi propulsion, then we can use it against the enemy.
Yeah.
Captain! I've got an urgent message from Admiral Taylor. Several enemy ships are on their way to Starbase 514.
Alright people, vacation's over.
War's coming and the Admiral needs our help. Move!
I'll make sure that everyone gets back to the ship as soon as possible.
I get all systems up and running right away.
Good. Lieutenant Pratt?
I know. You get full warp capability as soon as we're in orbit.
Very good. Stations, everyone. And get me Admiral Taylor.
Captain?
Sorry about our child. We just got back. Never mind that. What's your situation, Admiral?
I have 2 starships assisting me, and several more are on their way. By the time the enemy gets here, I will have a fleet of 5 ships.
How many enemy ships have you detected?
We're not sure. We're only seeing a big trachiniton cloud on our sensors. It should be at least 10 of them. They'll be on top of us within the hour.
We'll try to get there as fast as we can. Let's hope Ayana has a few warp boosting tricks up her sleeve.
Thank you, Captain. Taylor out.
Mr. Padal, status?
I have everyone, sir. All 83 of us are on board.
Red alert. All hands report to battle stations.
Do you want me to arm the entire crew, Captain?
Yes, Mr. Dagger. I want the ship prepared for enemy boarding parties.
I'm taking all non-essential systems offline. Diverting all power to weapon systems.
We should post more security around engineering.
Agreed.
Mr. Dagger?
I'm on it.
Warp 8.7, Captain.
I should note that this type of vessel was originally designed for speeds around Warp 8.
We've made some modifications over the last few years, Mr. Padal. Lieutenant Preck, could we go any faster?
Much faster. You know me, Captain. I could take her up to Warp 9.7 if I wanted to. But she will fall apart before we reach such speeds. We might blow out a few EPS conduits if you go any faster than Warp 9.
We might. Lieutenant, is that your expert opinion?
The ship's systems weren't designed for these speeds, sir. But the ship will hold together. I'll make sure of that.
Thank you, Chief. Mr. Padal, how much do you think the Batavia can take?
I'm not sure, but I guess that Warp 9.3 will be her limit.
Well, Commander, you heard him. Let's rock.
I'm on it. Warp 8.8. Warp 8.9. Warp 9, Captain.
This is Captain Talek. I'm taking command of the fleet. Move your ships to the following coordinates.
Moving into position, Captain.
Ships are moving into position, sir.
Use all necessary force to stop the enemy. You all have your targets. Talek out.
Warp 9.1. Warp 9.15. Warp 9.2.
How's she doing, Mr. Padal?
Fine, Captain. She's still in one piece, if that's what you mean.
1 minute until they're within firing range.
Hail the lead ship.
No response.
Again, Lieutenant.
Still nothing, sir.
Enemy vessels are charging weapons.
Captain Talek to the fleet. fire at will.
With pleasure, sir.
Initiating evasive pattern Delta 7, Captain. They're still closing.
We've lost our aft phaser banks. Shields are almost gone.
2 of our starships are down. Another is almost defenseless.
What about the enemy vessels? Are we doing any damage?
Barely.
Captain, I can't shake them off.
You're doing a great job, Lieutenant. Go on.
I'm getting a message. It's Admiral Taylor. Starbase 514 has sustained heavy damage. Their shields are gone.
Lieutenant Reiner, get us back to Starbase 514. Signal the Starbase that they can evacuate everybody to the Blue Star. We are ready to start transporting people off the station network.
Thank you, Captain.
Warp 9.4, Captain. And we're getting close.
We're definitely getting closer. I'm beginning to sense a lot of hate and anger ahead of us.
Structural integrity is dangerously low, Captain. I suggest we slow down right away.
No. Maintain the speed.
We have everyone, Admiral. Everyone except yourself.
With a little luck, I can still scan his head.
We've lost the signal.
Get her out of there. Transport her directly to the bridge.
A suggestion, Captain. Get your ship out of here now. The starbase is about to self-destruct.
Coming about. Full impulse, Captain.
Shit, that's it. Shields are down.
Inertial dampers are offline. Hold reaches on deck 6 and 7. Emergency force fields are not responding. We've lost impulse engines, thrusters, and all of our transporters are offline.
Divert all power from weapons to structural integrity and shields.
They're going down, Captain. There's nothing I can do.
We'll try to get her nose up, Lieutenant.
We're going in way too fast.
I see that. Keep trying to slow it down.
Hull breach is being reported from all over the ship.
All hands, this is the captain. We're about to make an emergency landing on Dakota 3. Brace for impact.
Impact in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hull bridge on deck 6.
Commander, are we there yet?
We're almost there, sir. Dropping out of warp in 5 seconds.
I'm scanning the area for survivors. Not detecting any.
Nothing.
Captain's log, supplemental. We found a blue star on Takola 3 and rescued her survivors. The good news is our scanners have been upgraded to scan for trikinetron radiation.
Captain, we've detected a large dark object located in the Delta Quadrant. It appears to be a dark matter nebula.
Yes, so? What's so strange about that? We encounter nebulas almost weekly.
Perhaps so, but it's moving. It's moving towards Federation territory, to be exact. It will pass planet Earth.
Do you have any idea what it could be, Lieutenant?
I'm not sure.
Where will it enter Federation space?
At its current course, it will pass the Dicty system first.
We always pass that system on our way back to... Damn it! Mr. Padal.
Oh shit, it will hit the planet.
Could you make some more detailed scans of this dark object?
I'm already working on that, Captain. According to several scans, which are very accurate, the object is emitting huge levels of trikineton radiation.
Are you sure? I don't think this is just one object.
If these calculations are correct on the amount of radiation, there's enough energy to power more than 9,000 vessels, Captain. It's an armada.
Oh my god.
And everything disappears into the darkness of the night.
Achteren!
Oh ja.
Boom! Boom! Doe dan! Even nog een keer. Boom!
Start trekking across the universe. What the fucking Enterprise was like at the curve.
Did you guys ever get Banzai? Mr. Shake Hands Man! How long can Mr. Shake Hands Man shake hands with famous celebrity people?
The crew is worried about you.
Yes, it is. It truly is pretty nice. Very pretty.
The cell, the face plasma coming out of the cell. And it's all lovely. And little pixies come out and throw their warp dust. And we just go, whee! Okay.
It's okay.
Bleep. Zip.
Acknowledge.